trying to get our reporter Ayanda Mhlongo on the line at the moment that Zandile Gumede has withdrawn her resignation, of course, as eThekwini mayor. And we understand that this is pending a meeting of the top 5 officials in the province with the top 6. And this, of course, now delaying or postponing the swearing in of the mayor who was due to come in. Yeah. So I think let's link to our colleague now, Ayanda Mhlongo, who has more on the story. Very good evening to you, Ayanda. I know today was your day off. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Can you confirm for us at this time that Zandile Gumede has withdrawn her resignation?
A very good evening to you, Griselda, and good evening to our viewers. Yes, certainly we have been in communication with people who are very close to the Mayor Zandile Gumede, and indeed they have confirmed to us that she has withdrawn her resignation. As you're saying there, Griselda, that of course she last week Monday, did go and try and meet with the top officials at the Luthuli House of the ANC to plead her case, saying that she had not been given an opportunity here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. As you know, that it's been over 2 months that the PEC, having tasked the Provincial Working Committee to investigate. Initially, as you know, Griselda, that Zandile was put or requested to take a leave of absence because she was appearing in court in relation to the 208 million rand tender fraud. Thereafter, then, in the second month, the ANC then deciding that they were going to recall her based on the performance of the eThekwini municipality. Of course, it wasn't just the eThekwini municipality, but it was also, they included the Msunduzi municipality, and then taking that surprise decision to recall all the executive committee members of eThekwini and Msunduzi. And so, from what we understand, having spoken to people who are close to her, she has felt that she was pressured into taking this decision, and she felt that the NEC or the top 6 have not had any say in this matter, and has referred her issues now with the top officials of the party, and she will then await that decision from them.
Ayanda, where does this leave the municipality? I mean, this puts her at odds with her own party that wanted her out in the province. But what about the municipality? It sounds like a limbo now.
Certainly, Francis, that is a situation in the municipality. In fact, earlier on today, I was speaking to one of the opposition party members who wanted to confirm from us whether indeed we had also been informed about the postponement of today's full council meeting where Mxolisi Kaunda, as well as the other 3 members of the executive committee of eThekwini, were going to be sworn in and elected. And they're saying they're really concerned with the functioning of the municipality, that although the city is saying that it has not disrupted service delivery, but from their side, as opposition parties who've been closely monitoring what has been happening in the municipality, it certainly is affecting. In fact, they went as far as to say that there has not been an EXCO meeting that has been able to sit since this decision by the ANC. There has not been any committee meetings, and those are very important for the functioning of the municipality. And they're saying that certainly it has affected service delivery. You also know, Francis, as well, that councillors are very much involved in this whole saga. There are a lot of councillors who support Zandile Gumede and others who don't. And so there's been this sort of state of paralysis of the municipality, and it has been very concerning. There are organizations as well, that ratepayers organizations, that have also come up and said that they're concerned about the state of the municipality.
So 2 concerns here from Zandile Gumede. Number 1, she complains that she was told to go via Luthuli House through an SMS. But then there's also, I understand, I'm not sure if you could corroborate this for us there, Ayanda, is that she's understood to have written a letter to the city manager, I think it's Mr. Sipho Nzuza, a bit earlier on today, rescinding that resignation letter. Do you have any word on that?
We do not have any word on that, but Griselda, she would have had to. What we got from the ANC was that when they were going to submit, and these relate now to all these EXCO officials, they were all going to submit their letters of resignations to the city, but also copy the ANC. So with the fact that she has now withdrawn her resignation, she would have had to then notify the city as well of that. But in terms of us getting confirmation on that from the city manager, Sipho Mzuzu, is saying we have not been able to. It is, of course, a story that is developing, and we certainly will try to get hold of him as well.
Ayanda, has the ANC top six ever shown their hand in this matter? So it sounds like they've been silent, certainly not giving direction to her. Have they ever shown where they might stand on this issue?
It has been very quiet, Francis, from the top six in all the stories that we've been doing over the past 2 months. But you would know that in the PEC meetings or the Special Provincial Executive Committee meetings of the ANC, there are NEC members that are deployed to the province of KwaZulu-Natal who also sit. And so when the decision was taken by the PEC, those NEC members were part of that decision. Now, our attempts to speak to them, often after the meetings, they would come out and say they were not going to be able to comment, and that it's the ANC in the province that was going to then make any official comment on the outcomes of the meeting. But in terms of any member of the top six, no, Francis, there has not been any word from them.
All right, so this places basically the swearing in of Kaunda, as well as the Deputy Belinda Scott, as well as Speaker Weziwe Tusi on hold for now. We understand that there's a meeting that is scheduled to take place, Ayanda, with the top six of the ANC. Do we have any idea when this meeting is scheduled to take place to iron out some of these issues?
We are told, Griselda, that meeting is likely to take place next week on Monday, and this will be the top six of the ANC, and they have, as I understand, would request that the leaders of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal also meet with them. And one would suppose that it was likely, obviously, with the fact that Zandile Gumede have met previously with the Secretary General, Ace Magashule, and also submitted her concerns to the party, they would possibly want to get from the ANC how they got to this decision. And what we understand is that Zandile Gumede will now wait for the top six to either agree or they do have, as we understand, that possibility or that power to overrule this decision. But whether or not, Griselda, the top six will then take this matter and refer it to the NEC, that is also a possibility. One will only know possibly next week, Monday, when they meet to discuss this issue further.
Thank you very much indeed for your time there. Breaking news at the Sawa, Zandile Gumede withdrawing her resignation, and this, of course, delaying the new mayor's swearing in. That's been postponed, that, of course, being of the speaker as well. So I think Ayanda Mhlongo, they're saying, obviously, that this pending some discussions that will take place between the leadership of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, as well as the top six of the ANC, whether this will go to the NEC as well as something that we'll certainly have to watch. But breaking news at the Sawa, Zandile Gumede withdrawing her resignation as the eThekwini Mayor. Let's take a short